want to meet me in that state.
Okay, I have been streaming with my whole stream muted. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, Parsimon, for doing that. Because, yeah. How are you doing, by the way? If you want to hear what I've said, you can go over to Panda's stream in the
I will be
future.
using a VOD. I will be posting the VOD for this one, yes, unless I say something
Yes.
terrible in the next half hour or so.
Oh, no. Don't say anything terrible. I'm sure I'll be fine. Good. It's good to hear that you're doing well, Parsimon. But this explains why I don't think I've had a lot of people talking in chat.
That
This
makes
is
sense.
this is why it's always good to tell your streamer that they have no sound on. Because sometimes they have brain farts, and I have been rather tired lately. So,
My oh, poor dear.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I'm still alive though. I shall
One of the
survive.
yeah, one of the things that Aspen and I talk about is you know, how much do we want to be that couple? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
how much do
Like,
we want to be that couple? And I'm like, you know, me, being, being shy about this sort of stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, a little bit's healthy, you know?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to call them my lovey-dovey goofykins on stream. But,
Wait,
there's space for that, in private. And,
yeah.
like,
Well, one of them we can't say because it involves using my real name.
yeah,
But
yeah.
a short little robot in this particular. Here's a thought: doing a riff tracks with the guild after you guys wrap up Gabriel Night. We actually have our next game planned for that. Digi actually, the next game that we're gonna do with this, do for the Adventure Game Guild, is The Secret of Monkey Island,
Which
which is
is classic.
a game that Aspen knows. Aspen apparently knows a couple of those LucasArts games.
Yes. Yes.
One of which, the other of which, I just bought because they had a sale on it on GOG.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is Loom, which is a very unique game because it doesn't use the traditional scum system, but instead uses musical notes.
Yeah. So one of my I remember the first time I played Loom years ago. I always wanted to try to play it um without using the musical hints. Like,
Yeah,
there's
by
a way you
ear.
can play it and pick up get the notes by ear, and if you do that you get an extra like ending scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe now I know these are my streams and it was my idea and stuff like that. But if at any point you wanted to play a game yourself, Aspen, like if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to take the lead on a game, we can always do this on your channel. We can always do it on your channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Because even though it was my idea, I don't necessarily want to monopolize this.
Right, right.
Like maybe when we play Loom, um, we'll I'll hand it off to you or something like that. You
Right,
know?
right. Yeah. Well, me with my years of music experience, I
Hmm.
I can come pretty close to just, off the top of my head singing a middle C,
Yeah,
because I played piano for many, many years and I took voice lessons. So,
yeah.
middle C, I can't guarantee I'll have it exactly right, but
Hmm.
let's see. C would be So that would be middle C.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that could be a little flat, it might be a little sharp, but either
Mhm.
way, you know, it's
Digi,
oh
you've
my.
never played Secret of Monkey Island? Ooh, time for me to
Digi.
gasp. Time for me to
Oh,
gasp and rake you over the coals. But seriously, Monkey Island, Secret of Monkey
I fell
Island, like,
down.
get it. It's good. Get it.
Monkey
It's good.
Island is classic.
You can get it on. It's best played with a mouse and keyboard. Like, if you aren't playing Monkey Island with a mouse and keyboard, it's so much harder. Um, let's see. How are we gonna get up there? Um, we have a few things here and there. Um, but yeah, Secret of Monkey Island with a. But yeah, play Secret of Monkey Island. It's not only a really good adventure game, it's a funny adventure game. And the thing
It's
about it is that
hilarious.
not just that, also LucasArts, who made the game, Ron Gilbert, Ron Gilbert and the team actually took a couple shots at Sierra, or at least one shot at Sierra, with the game, with Monkey Island, because in Sierra games they were pretty infamous at the time. If you played like King's Quest or something like that, uh, they were infamous for like anything and everything killing you in those games. And so they ended up making a making a joke out of it. They said you fall off a ledge unexpectedly, and then Guybrush Threepwood, your character, Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirates, um, comes back up, it bounces right back up, and he just says rubber tree.
But yeah, the
I can't
best
even
thing
just
in Monkey Island is the sword fighting
the insult sword
insults.
fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the insult sword fighting.
Always the insult
And
sword
not to mention,
fighting.
it's just funny.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny before Pirates of the Caribbean made funny pirates.
Yeah, yeah, let it all out. For killing those games. Why is it their fault that you don't know what the developers were thinking for the puzzles? Clearly, it's your fault for not being a mind reader. I know, right? That's unfortunately, that's just how those games were. It's just how those games were back then, and I guess that was their way of getting being able to get maximum value out of the game, out of the game and stuff like that. Okay, what's left? Pond Go Sign Gnome. Oops.
Oh, what was that control again? Or the
Hit escape,
oh
and
yes,
then
escape.
go over to status.
Front door frame
Frames.
sills. Ah, okay.
Yep, there's a little bit of schmutz up here. There we go. Now what? Kennel light cord. Oh, bollocks! I thought I'd gotten everything. I thought I'd gotten everything in that in the kennel. Missed the other side.
So the pond go sign gnome.
Yeah, pond go sign gnome, pond gnome go sign. Succomatic launch rotor
Pond
housing.
driveway is clean though. Oh my gosh, these things are so weird. House big.
Okay.
All right, pond gnome. I'll check out the pond gnomes. Okay.
Succomatic operator seat. Operator seat. Gotcha. Okay, bang bang. Kennel roof. What did I miss on the roof? What could I have missed on the roof?
Wait. Pond gnome sign? I mean, there's pond gnomes.
Sign?
Flip. Oh!
Where is it?
You can flip it. You can
Oh,
flip
you
it
can
over.
lift it. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
hang on. Let me change the nozzle. Okay.
I must have missed something.
Yeah,
What
you
did I
can
miss?
flip the pond over with, okay. Interesting.
I will not be on for long as I normally am tomorrow. The last drive-in is back. Okay. Well, we are playing Frostpunk 2 tomorrow. And I know those words just fill Aspen with glee. Oh my god, what can I be missing? Oh, it's that. Okay.
C D E F G A B C.
Succomatic footplates. Which footplates?
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay,
Oh, right there.
Pond go sign gnome. Okay, the gnome's not done yet. Gnome. Gnome. Okay, what was the dirt gnome?
Footplates. Footplates, okay. House window lintel. Those ones up there, huh? Oh, as I break my robot legs falling down.
Oh
Got
my
it.
gosh,
Okay.
what am I missing? I have gone all sides of the
Kennel
gnome.
roof.
I have gone all sides of the gnome. What have I not done?
The kennel roof. Right there. Okay. Okay, house bay window frames, Preston's wheels. Okay.
House bay window.
There we go. House bay window frames. Okay.
The window frames have been hard. I will tell you
very
this.
difficult.
House bay window frame.
Which ones are they?
Probably the ones on the second floor.
Nope, it's on the first floor.
Oh.
There we go. And house bay window sills. Only one left.
Porch windowsill. It's this one. There we go.
Yay!
There we go. We
Yay.
did it. I'm gonna clean you up.
Oh, thank you, honey.
That is a nice house.
That's a very nice house.
I would live there.
Okay.
I would live in a
Yeah.
house like that.
I'd totally live in a house like that.
Yeah, see, we even have similar tastes.
Okay, well, there's one left. The well, maybe not one left, but there's another one. The Knit-O-Matic. That one is $400. That one might take some time, and we are almost at the end of our time together tonight.
Right. Right.
So, I don't know. What do you think, honey? Do you think we should give it a go?
400. Yeah, let's try.
Okay.
And then if we don't finish it, that's okay.
Okay. Our poor Nitomatic's in a right tangle. There's not a moment to lose, Gromit. Deploy Wash Lad to the basement and let's get everything woolly clean. Hopefully this is,
Yee.
I hear this was probably about, whoa. Let me, Gromit. Wash Lad's clean out of the blocks again. I must have a word in the shell, like. Yes?
Wait, what?
Command. Please spruce up basement and give Nitomatic a makeover.
Do, 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 do. H I. There we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Yes,
downstairs.
we may go a little. So we're gonna go over for stream tonight, but I wanted to see if this was all there was. Like if there was like, 3 hours worth of content. Well, probably about 4 to 5 hours worth of content in this if you're playing by yourself.
Yeah, this is more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, but hey, it's one of the criticisms of PowerWash Simulator's DLC is that it's not substantial enough for the price you pay.
No, I feel like this is worth it. This particular one feels like it's worth it. Because it's Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, it's worth it right away because it's Wallace and Gromit. But they've treated the source material very well.
Yeah.
I think they have been very good to the source material in this game. Yeah, or in this DLC, I should say. Some of it's been a little absurd. Like, some of the DLC's been a little absurd, like the Warhammer 40,000 DLC. It's like, what? Clean the Golden Throne. It's like, excuse me, you can't remove the Emperor of Humanity from the Golden Throne.
Do, 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 do.
Let's see. DLC, some of it doesn't start at 8 my time. Oh, that's going to be the Phantom of the Opera and its 1980s version to follow right after. Okay.
Phantom. Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, Phantom of the Opera. I thought you said Panda.
No, I said Phantom.
It's like Panda. Yes, honey.
To me, a strange duet. My voice is not great right now.
No.
Or it's not at its best. It's a little weak today. I think it's just because I'm tired. I've been very tired.
I have a friend who he's gay and he had the hots for me. I was but unfortunately I was never into him, and he came on a little too strong for me, and we bonded together watching at an anime convention, listening to Phantom of the Opera. So
when I took voice lessons, one of the first songs I worked on was a song from Phantom. That was very difficult at the end.
if I have the money in the future, I've wanted to do two quote unquote artsy things in my life, after or not after anything, but like two artsy things in my life, and those are to take tap dancing lessons and to take voice lessons.
Yeah. I'm trying to adjust my breathing to see if I can manage it to sing something, but I don't know if I can. I think my voice has just been kind of...
I don't remember the words, so I'd sing with you, but I don't remember the words.
Yeah. Well, the one that I studied was that first song that Christine sings when she's auditioning. The one that goes here. Let me see if I can. All right, I need to sit with properly Alexanderizing my posture, if y'all know what that is. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Think of me fondly when we say. Oh God, my voice is horrible tonight.
Oh,
I am
God.
so sorry, but it's that song. When we say goodbye, remember me once in a while. Please promise me you'll try. I never said our love was evergreen. Okay, I'm not gonna get that high. My voice is too. I'm too tired today. My lungs are not being kind to me.
It's okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's the song I worked on with my voice teacher.
Yeah. The one, for some reason, the one that I remember the most is let's see if I can knock this one. Masquerade, paper
Paper
faces
faces
on
on
parade,
parade, masquerade.
masquerade.
Yes.
Look around, there's another one behind
Do do
you.
do 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 masquerade.
Masquerade, every face a different shade.
Masquerade.
Masquerade.
That's a good one. I actually really like that song. That's one of the. I mean, all the songs in Phantom are good, but you gotta love the rock opera-ness of it.
I love that song and the way the Phantom crashes the party at the end. Spectacular. Well, it's the perfect cover for the Phantom, really.
True, because everybody else is wearing masks anyway.
Yeah.
A song that I would love to learn to sing, but is pretty difficult,
Mm-hmm.
is the first opening sequence for Tokyo Ghoul.
Ah, okay.
That song is. I love that song so much.
What was
Like,
that song I said I would? What was that song I'd said I would love to do a duet with Iron Mouse with? Do you remember? I forget.
oh, I don't remember.
It was a manic. It was a manic thought, so it didn't stay.
Well, I know
But
we were talking that she did the theme song for Dandadan
yeah.
recently, but I
Well,
don't.
she's
It
a
wasn't
well.
that.
Yeah, she covered that. And she covered it
Yeah.
brilliantly. Was it something from an opera? Was it something from a musical? I forget what it was, but there was a song I was thinking of that I said. I think it was the last time I was visiting you.
Ugh, I cannot recall.
And I
Oh
just
wait, what just
cannot.
happened?
Hmm.
The
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 thing turned on.
Nidomatic started up.
Yeah.
Did you turn it on?
No, I didn't. No, I was nowhere near it.
Well, that's weird. It just started.
Unless you watched it so much it got unclogged.
Or maybe that's it. Or maybe that's what I did. I don't know.
Who's he turn up as? The Mask of the fucking Red Death. Yes, yes, yes. Beautiful.
See, memories from. So I used to do a lot of theater.
You used to what?
I used to do a lot of theater. I was in a production of Snoopy where I played Linus.
Oh, okay.
And I had a solo in that play because there's a song about the Great Pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
So the song was all about waiting for the Great Pumpkin to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of fun to do.
Oh, I'll bet.
It was I think, and then, gosh, what other musicals have I done? Mary Poppins, Oliver. There was another one. Let me think about it for a second. Oliver, Mary Poppins, and what was the third one?
I always wanted to play. I thought about playing Mr. Banks in Mary Poppins because
Mm-hmm.
that it's so relatable.
Right, right. I played
Oh,
Jane
okay.
Banks. Yes, I sang the song with human younger brother Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
He played Michael Banks.
Oh, okay.
So we sang
Nice
that
move to
song
get actual
together.
sibling. Nice move to get actual siblings for the part.
Right, right. Oh, Annie was the third one.
Annie. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But that the as a kid, Jane Banks was the big role that I had, and that was fun. That's the if you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition. That song,
Mm-hmm.
that was fun to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
My voice is definitely not in the shape to sing tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I can hold the note okay, but I can't make it sound as good as it could sound.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Let me see. How would I? Let me see. It is. A man has dreams of walking with giants to carve his niche in the edifice of time. Before the mortar of his zeal has a chance to congeal, the cup is dashed from his lips, the flame is snuffed a warning. He's brought to rack and ruin in his prime.
I've
My
always wanted to
work
do
was
Into the Woods.
calm, well ordered, exemplary. Then came this person with chaos in her wake. And now my life's ambitions go with one fell blow. It's quite a bitter pill to take.
Yeah, I would definitely want to play the witch
Mm-hmm.
in Into the Woods
In the
or
woods,
Red
yeah.
Riding Hood.
Mm.
Those two are, I think, the best roles. Although, knowing me, I would probably get cast as the baker's wife. But I'd be like, no, I want to be the witch. No.
Let me be the witch. Although if I had my although what might happen to me is that since I'm so good at playing villains, um I might end up getting a largely non-singing part in Mary Poppins where I play as
The,
what was the
the
name of the
owner of the
banker?
bank?
The owner of the bank, yeah.
Yes. Oh, I can't remember his name. So when I was in that production of Mary Poppins,
Mm-hmm.
um, there were actually Hollywood execs in the audience
Oh wow.
because that was for a school play,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a private school, and there were a lot of wealthy kids who went there,
Yeah.
and so one of the wealthy families was wealthy
Mm-hmm.
enough to know Hollywood execs.
Yeah.
And not long after that play, um, the person who played the guy who owned the bank got cast to be the main character in a Hollywood film.
Hmm.
See, I was too shy back then,
No.
but you know, It's kind of interesting, like seeing how people kind of go in different directions,
Yeah.
and I will say this: he was very good at playing the role of the bank owner,
Mm-hmm.
but he was also kind of not exactly somebody everybody liked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw him in the movie that he got cast in,
Mm.
um, and he was good in it. But then he never really like he did well for himself, but like he
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I don't know. Like he was that was like the one big role I think he had that was
Mm-hmm.
notable, and
Yeah.
then he did have a TV show that he worked on
Mm-hmm.
for many years, but I
Yeah,
don't
TV
know
can be
what
good
else
work.
I've seen him in. You know, that's just the weird thing about living in California, especially in a big city in California. You're gonna have movie people. That's just kind of a given. And then you get really bored of it, and while everybody
Mm-hmm.
else who visits and is a tourist gets really excited, you just
Mm-hmm.
stop caring.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I see them at the grocery store every day. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You get
Mm-hmm.
kind of bored. And that's kind of part of why I care more about who a person is than what they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
The
So what we
Ninomatic.
do is yay, what we do is basically fleeting, you know? Like, I
Right.
could have a job, I could have a different job next week. I could be on the unemployment line tomorrow. I could never,
Right.
if I could never touch, I could leave this job and never touch IT again, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's all reality is you're just doing stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, dry barrels.
You know, like you think about someone like Iron Mouse. She didn't start this thinking, "Oh, I'm going to have this big following. I'm going to be famous." She just did it because it was something to do.
Nothing to do, and she wanted friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I will never not be amazed by Iron Mouse,
Mhm.
by Mouse, and how wonderful she is.
Yeah. Like sometimes people get fame and you're like, "Ugh." Or people get fame and you're like, "That's somebody who deserves it."
Yeah, exactly.
And I think she really is somebody who deserves it.
Yeah, I think Mousy, she's kept it humble. She realizes her situation, and she can. She wants to. She still has dreams. She wants to go outside unassisted. She wants to.
Right.
She accomplished her dream of being able to touch grass. You know,
Right.
and she and but she still wants to she still wants to do stuff.
Mhm.
Like streams like this where you're more hanging out with friends that try to get clout or chase friends. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Um, that's kind of why, I've largely eschewed playing the newest games most of the time, is because I don't want to chase clout. A lot of times chasing clout ends up working. Chasing clout, chasing viewers, playing what's popular just to try and get viewers usually ends up backfiring. At least
Yeah.
that's what I've been told by people who've been at this longer than I have. So I wanted to create a niche for myself and stuff like that. Does it always
Right.
work? Not always, but it's just something for me to do. It's something to really satisfy creative urges.
Right, right. And share it a
And that's
little and find friends and you
and you
know.
know and you know what? It's worked out. You know
Yeah.
why? It's worked out. You
Absolutely.
know, it's gotten me. It's made me, for the most part, pretty happy. You know,
Mhm.
it's stuff I can talk with. It's stuff I can talk to people about. You know, I and like I said, I met the most wonderful lady in the world
Mm.
thanks to streaming and thanks to VTubing.
Well, I met one of
If I
the.
never streamed, if this was my last stream ever,
Mhm.
you know, I would be like, dude, I already got far more than I ever wanted to. I've made $50 off of VTubing. That's 50 more than I ever thought I'd get.
Right, right.
You know?
Yeah, no, I get that. I think I've made 110 so
Hey,
far.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm sure it just helped to pay for my bills, but
Yeah.
you know,
But what I have, right, it's a little extra spending money, you know?
yeah, yeah.
But it paid for a date. Like that 50 bucks, that first 50 bucks that I got ended up basically paid for one of our dates, honey.
Right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. But like I said, you know, if I was to graduate and you know, this is my last stream and Panda 44 shuts down after tonight, then like already I've got got more than ever anything I ever could have wanted or asked for.
Yeah. Well,
There you
I
go,
think
paid for
that's
itself.
kind of the thing with VTubing is
Hmm.
that it brings it under the best of circumstances. It
Yeah.
brings people together
Yeah.
to enjoy things that they share, and you know, it's a form of self-expression that isn't,
Hmm.
you know, it's not about, you know, anything but doing, showing the world who you are in some way, shape, or form that you might not have
Exactly.
otherwise felt comfortable doing in person.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly. And
I've done IRL streams. I did that like a year before I did VTubing, just to test it out, just to
mhm.
see, you know, what I might want to do with it. I learned a few things. Um, for example, once a week doesn't really work when you're streaming. People want more than once a week, or else they forget about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh, I have no idea how I'm supposed to get all of this clean.
Oh my God.
Do 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 do.
Oh my God, this is actually a bit of a slog.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Yeah. I don't even know if hard's the right word so much as it's like there's a lot of big things and a lot of little things.
Yeah, a lot of weird little crannies.
Yeah, a lot of weird nooks and crannies and stuff. Come on, you can do this, Panda. If this isn't it, then if this isn't the last of the Wallace and Gromit DLC, I will A, be pleased, B, um, find some time on another stream to finish it up.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Here we go. I don't think I've dinged anything in this in this map yet.
I've dinged a few.
Dinged a bunch of stuff. Let's check Wash Lad's soap supply, Gromit. Can't have him running out suddenly.
That's the
Oh,
one.
mislaid me favourite spanner. Keep an eye out. There's a good dog.
A spinner? Oh, there's a spot.
You know, another interesting thing about chasing chasing viewers with like playing the newest stuff and stuff like that. A lot of it is just stuff I'm not interested in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to care about the content about the game to want to stream it. That's why I played a lot of PS2 and a lot of PS2 games for a while.
Right.
Was because those were games that I knew that I was passionate about,
right.
and that I wanted to play again because they're so because I just thought they were great games.
Right.
Like I played, and in some cases they were games that I didn't know much of anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Like Silent Hill 2, like Silent Hill 3. Actually, Silent Hill was the reason why I started streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, did you ever get a chance to actually play Silent Hill 2 yet?
I have not. I'm trying to wait until I've finished with Okami.
Okay.
Since that's kind of been an ongoing game, and I've been trying to do like for my horror games,
Yeah, you're almost
or Peppa Pig, including
Yeah, oh.
Peppa Pig. I've been
Peppa Pig is a
trying
horror
to
game. I will hear no argument.
yeah, it is a horror game because she's so self-centered. Anyway, so I've been trying to do more like one-shot horror games until I finish Okami. And then I'll probably go on to Silent Hill, since that will probably be at least, I'm guessing, at least 4 streams.
3-4 streams, depending on how long you... Actually, it depends on how much you know of Silent Hill 2. See, let's see, part of what worked for me with Silent Hill was because it wasn't just a remake, it was in some ways it was a reimagining of Silent Hill 2. But all the story beats are the same. It was just how you got from point A to point B was different. And so, you can play Silent Hill 2 remake without having played the original. It's no big deal. But it's a good idea. But even if you do it after the fact, it's a good idea just to show where this game came from, and in some respects, why it's so beloved. If you want me there for those streams, I'll show up.
Absolutely. As I have never played a Silent Hill game, ever.
No, you haven't.
I have not.
Oh, wow.
So it would be very new for me.
Yeah. So, Silent Hill 2, don't worry about the 2 moniker, because it's detached, and it's kind of like Final Fantasy in that it's detached enough from Silent Hill that you don't have to worry about having played the first one, because there's no connection to the first one aside from the town.
Right.
And even if you know the geography of the town from the first Silent Hill, that it's been expanded enough that it's helpful, but it's not like deal breaker. But it's not like, oh, you know where everything in Silent Hill is, because there's
Mm-hmm.
locales in Silent Hill 2 that aren't in Silent Hill 1.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great game. I think it's you know, I think the changes they made worked for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
The only real change that I ended up not liking was how they wanted the actress to portray Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll meet her within the first few hours of the game.
Right. I've seen some gameplay of Maria.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. Uh, it's tough with. I think especially with a horror game, it can be
Mm.
really tough to get the characters right when you have a certain like
Yeah.
story beats you need to get and certain emotionality you need to feel. Because
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
reality is, good horror makes you care about the characters
Mm-hmm.
enough so that when something happens to them, it disturbs you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and you do care about, and Silent Hill 2 does a great job of making you care about the characters and their journey and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's entirely an acting and like direction decision as to why I'm not the most fond of Maria in the remake. Although there are some nice touches. There are some nice touches that they make in the game, and some callbacks to the original game that, again, it kind of hammers home how Silent Hill 2 remake is more reimagining. It's just as much a reimagining as it is a remake.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Personally, I love it. It was my favorite game of last year. And granted, I didn't play very many games last year, but
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, going and going on that Silent Hill 2 summer campaign that I had, that I did. I was glad that I did it before I played Silent Hill 2 Remake. I should go back and give Silent Hill 3 another chance. Speaking as a horror geek, the only time you shouldn't care about the characters is when they're teed up for you to root for them to die. Yeah, like most of the kids in Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think for me too, it depends on what kind of horror you like.
Yeah.
Like to me, I want to care about the characters.
Hmm.
So what often happens is the kind of horror that shows more care about the characters tends to be more supernatural horror,
Yeah.
like ghost stories, and because usually they'll give you a reason why the ghost is haunting whatever place
Yeah.
it is that they're haunting. So, there's a whole bunch of story that it gives. Whether the ghost is evil or good, you get a lot more. Well, at least I feel like I get a lot more out of it when I have like this whole like complex story behind the suspense of what's going on, and why is it going on, and
Hmm.
who's behind it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Ghosts. I like ghost stories are usually pretty good. Although I should probably, if I want, you know, quick one and done horror, I should definitely give the Chilla's Art games a try.
They are
I
fun.
think.
Like I streamed one Chilla's art game, and I'm planning on doing another one this weekend.
Nice.
Um, but like I think the thing with Chilla's art, the thing that gives it so much charm is that,
Hmm.
you know, it isn't perfect, video game, you know, visuals or anything. It's just telling a story and
Yeah.
using the not so good visuals as an effective way to tell the story.
Hmm. Yeah.
If you really think about it, because like sure, these games do not have the best art,
Hmm.
but it helps tell the story really well
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's kind of off-putting in some ways.
Yeah. Exactly. Mystic. Yes. Yeah. You can. Yeah. You can dip. It's fine. Um, we'll be here. We'll be here. How much longer we'll be here, I don't know, but we are about 50% done with the job, and I leave it in my dearest's hands if she wants to continue this or if she wants to pick it up at another time.
I'm on a barrel. I'm on another barrel.
Where are you?
I'm on the barrels. That's where I am.
Lorenzo de Boss, nice to see you. How are you? First time chatter. Gromit, we spilled the cheese. Now clean it
And
up.
dear. Another person to torture with our unbelievable coupleness.
Yeah, exactly. Just watching
Although
the new movie. Nice.
I don't know.
Where Curse the Were Rabbit? Is that the newest one, or am I off base here?
The latest. Oh, they did it on. Isn't it on
Yeah,
Netflix?
there's one on Netflix. There is a new one on Netflix. I think
Yeah.
this is part of the marketing for it.
Right.
Vengeance
Right.
Most Foul. That's the one.
Vengeance most
Thank you,
foul.
Lorenzo. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, Lorenzo. Really means a lot. I don't get many. I don't get very many new people around here. Sometimes. And thank you for the follow.
Do 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 do.
I thought the newest one was the one with the penguin coming back. Yeah, that's the one, I believe. I believe Feathers McGraw is coming back because he. I just like the idea of this penguin thinking he's a chicken, you know,
You know,
or at least
that
being identified as a chicken.
there's something to be said for that.
Not just the penguin. He is Feathers McGraw.
Feathers McGraw.
It's the wrong trousers, Gromit, and they've gone wrong. Stop them, Gromit. Stop them.
Now, what are your thoughts on Chicken Run?
Mine?
Yes, your thoughts.
Oh, well, Chicken Run will always be special to me because it was the very first movie I ever watched on DVD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. So I had just gotten a PlayStation 2. I was well aware that it was I was well aware that it was a DVD player as well, which is how I kind of convinced my mom to let me get it.
Uh huh.
And I think I was like 12, 13 years old when I got my PS2.
Mm hmm.
And the and yeah, Chicken Run had just come out, and I loved claymation back from the Will Vinton days.
Mm hmm.
And claymation Christmas celebration is one of one of the yearly watches for my Christmas special watching,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was like, oh, they made a whole thing. They made a whole movie, a whole claymation movie. I was like, well, this is worth it. This is definitely worth a look. And my sister wanted to watch it too because she's a huge claymation fan as well.
Mm-hmm.
She loves all kinds of stop motion animation.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, feathers. I know how feathers can fix Wallace and Gromit. Pulling out the feathers McGlock. Boo. Well, obviously the revolver didn't work. So
Did you ever watch any of the old, like, I guess they were like 1950s or 1960s, like Jason and the Argonauts movies
I've
with the,
seen I've seen the fight scenes from Jason and the Argonauts
yeah, like the really bad claymation that's so bad it's good because it's just campy to watch.
because they didn't have anything else. They couldn't use anything else. I mean, it was. I mean,
Right, right,
that stuff that Harryhausen did was like revolutionary in its day.
right,
You know,
right.
fun fact about Chicken Run: Feathers is actually secretly in the background. He's just really hard to see. Ooh. Well, I wouldn't put it past Aardman to do something like that, because there definitely is. I would definitely. There we go. Because
Zoo.
Aardman loves their
Zoo.
properties. Like they really treat them with respect and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, and so it only makes sense that they would at least throw something, some kind of nod to Wallace and Gromit in there.
Well, just like how earlier we had pictures of Shaun the Sheep.
Yeah.
It's all like this continuous Aardman. I don't want to call it a cinematic universe because we've used that too much in the past. Whatever with
The
all the Marvel movies, I'm just kind of
yeah.
over it. Like, and it's not even that the Marvel movies are that bad. It's just that there's too many of them.
Yes, that's why that's kind of why I never really got on board with watching them. I saw a couple of them. I saw the first two Iron Man movies. I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards I asked myself, I was on summer vacation in Japan, and I said to myself, okay, we're gonna give it a try here. We're gonna watch some Marvel movies. I watched the first two Iron Man movies. I was like, huh, okay. And then how many are left? What? Nope, I'm out.
Right,
Crisis
right.
averted, Gromit. Spanner located behind left ear. Who'd have thought it?
I mean, I've watched a fair few of them.
Mm.
And I will say this, as somebody who used to have a huge comic book collection
Mm-hmm.
and had a lot of Marvel comics, I had no interest in Captain America, but Chris Evans did such a good job, he made me like Captain America.
Yeah. See, I grew up on Gumby and crap. You too? Gumby hitting,
Oh, we can sing the Gumby song. Once
I
he
don't remember
was
it.
a little green plab of clay. Gumby, you should see what Gumby can do today. Gumby, he can walk into storybooks with his pony pal Pokey too. If you have a heart, then Gumby's the pal for you.
I never heard. I know Gumby was on Nick Jr. way back in the day, but I barely remember it.
Gumby was pretty surreal.
Yeah, like Gumby's the kind of stuff. It's like, whoa, what's the, what's it? What'd you lace my milk and cookies with, Grandma?
Right, right. Did I pick up the wrong brownies?
Yeah. Didn't Aardman also do those Chevron talking car heads? I'd have to see them.
I think so. I know exactly what you're talking about. I think so. I
I
think it's
remember.
highly possible.
I remember a weird thought I had as a kid: is Gumby edible?
Well, I mean, his
You
name
know,
is
I
Gumby.
You know, I would be lying. I'd be lying if I said I didn't think the same thing. No, he looked no, Gumby did look good enough to eat. Next
That's
question.
that's
You
fine.
there eating the paste?
Oh gosh. I never ate paste.
I
I was
didn't
never
either.
one of those kids.
I didn't either. But no, that's just all I could think of was like Gumby. I wonder Gumby. He look at what does he taste like?
I'm trying to think if there are
Wait,
any weird kid things that I did too that are like gross kid things.
wait. If he's not edible, what's that little dent in his head? Oh, that just represents the dent in the creator's head that represents what he was dropped in, where he was dropped when he was a kid.
All right, I know a weird kid thing I used to do.
What was a weird
So,
kid thing you used to do?
Pop Tarts. I would disassemble my Pop Tarts before eating
You would
them.
disassemble your Pop Tarts. Would you like take the
So I'd
would you
I'd get it. I'd get like a butter knife.
okay.
I'd put my Pop Tart on a plate, and I'd cut
Mm-hmm.
off all the sides that didn't have the frosting on them, so that
Mm-hmm.
I can get into the middle. And then I'd
Mm-hmm.
very carefully slide my knife through, so I could open it up, so that I could get to the jam inside. And I
Ladies and
would
gentlemen, surgery on a Pop Tart.
exactly. And then I would eat the jam, and then I would eat the side that had that didn't have the frosting on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would eat the side that did have the frosting on it.
Now, I think you and I are, but now Lorenzo, I am not going to make any guesses on how old you might be, but the but Aspen and I are old enough to remember when Pop Tarts didn't have frosting.
Yes.
Because like you had a set of Pop Tarts that you had like some basic flavors of Pop Tart that had both had and didn't have frosting, but eventually the frosted Pop Tarts ended up becoming the default.
Although I actually saw some non-frosted Pop Tarts the other day. I was
Really,
actually quite amazed.
I didn't think they still made them.
Yeah, they still do. I saw them at
Hmm,
Walmart.
interesting. That's actually really interesting and a little bit comforting to me.
Yeah,
That's like I didn't misremember this. This existed
it
and
did.
still does.
Still does.
Let's see. Let me see. More Gumby stuff is coming out this year. A new TV series and surprisingly an adult animated series. Wow. So Gumby's still with us.
Oh gosh, I have the Gumby song stuck in my head now.
Yeah. But yeah, literally that's all I remember of Gumby was the I think they showed something on Nick Jr. I don't remember what it was or something like that, but yeah, Nick Jr. we had Nick Jr. Gumby was on Nick Jr. way back when. Back when Nick Jr. didn't have Nick Jr. really pulled from a lot of different sources. It wasn't just the Nick originals like Gullah Gullah Island and all kinds of stuff like that. Um, they had a I think they had like some Japanese children's anime that they translated. So, I'd have to look. I'd have to go to like the Wikipedia and check. What the programming was on Nick Jr. I don't even know if Nick Jr. is still a thing anymore. But they had, but I remember when I was a kid, they had the host was Face, and me being a Zelda player, I knew that there was I knew that there was a boss in level 6 in the Game Boy Zelda game Facade. He was just like a face that came out of the wall, and he reveals to you that all of Koholint Island is a dream of the Windfish. and and basically his death rattle. He basically says, "Guess what? You're gonna die if you keep this. You wake the windfish. Everybody dies, including you. You know." And so I saw face on Nick Jr. and I'm like, oh, this is like Facade's, mirror universe cousin or something like that. I have a long list of favorite Pop-Tart flavors. Grimm's Fairy Tale Classics. Yeah, I think that was one. Yeah. Let me see. I have a long list of favorite Pop-Tart flavors: cookies and cream, hot fudge sundae, and confetti cupcake. Ooh, you're far bolder than I am, Lorenzo. Um, the thing
My
about
favorite of the classic ones is the brown sugar and cinnamon.
mm, I am a s'mores Pop-Tart guy all the way.
Mm. I had the Boston cream pie ones
There was a
recently.
Boston cream pie one?
They have Boston cream pie, and it's pretty decent.
Hmm. Yeah, because like I had the hot fudge sundae one. I remember having it a couple of times in college, and I'm like, I don't think this is very good.
It's too
So
much chocolate in the wrong way.
yeah, it doesn't taste right to me. Um, but I guess how else are you gonna come across hot fudge sundae? How else are you gonna make a hot fudge sundae Pop Tart taste right, for lack of a better term?
I got the
Remember back in
real.
college, I downed an entire bottle of Sprite at 2 a.m. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
what college is for. It's for eating really weird foods at really weird times of the day.
I remember I got the super jitters once because what I did was I had like back-to-back bottles of. Yeah, I was determined to have a nice long night of playing Gears of War 2. So what I did was I went to the convenience store in the mall where I worked. I was working at GameStop at the time, so I subsisted on gamer food anyway. And I got like 2 bottles of vanilla Coke and a bag of Chex Mix. And I went to town. Did like I did I drank the 2 bottles of Coke back to back, and and then I had like the Chex Mix all in between, and the jitters I got were horrible. I thought I was gonna die. I felt so awful. I played even worse than I usually did on in Gears of War that night. Hey, Monster Mama! How much soda fiend I was back in community college? Yep. Worker said a donut on the ready for me since it was a daily occurrence. See, Cheez-Its and Mountain Dew, breakfast of champions. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I didn't college right, but then sometimes I'm like, I'm okay with how I colleged.
Same.
You know?
I I worked. All I did in college was I went to school, I worked, and I played video games.
Mm-hmm.
That was like all I did. And you know what? I am perfectly fine with that. 100%. You're damn right, says Lorenzo. You and Monster Mama will get along just fine. She's here on occasion, and she's good folks. You'll like her.
Yeah,
Um,
she
nobody do,
is.
to- nobody told me never down a 40 ounce of Mike's Hard Lemonade like it was soda. Guess what I did within 5 minutes? Oh no! Oh, did you? Oh,
Oh,
you didn't.
ugh.
Well,
That sounds
that stuff is
horrible.
awful. Well, the
My
thing about
stomach is gurgling thinking about that.
yeah, yeah,
Ugh. You see, like when I was in college, I didn't drink a whole lot. I didn't, experiment with drugs at all.
yeah.
I I went to parties if my friends went to parties. I didn't stay very long.
Were you like me,
Sometimes,
honey? Were you like me, honey? And if you went to a party, you promptly grabbed a drink and found a wall to support.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'd find somebody, like one person to talk to, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll just go hang out with that one person.
Yeah, that's how I still am at parties, you know.
Oh, do you want to hear the oh, college? My college had a party every year called the Tainted Love Party.
The tainted love party.
Yeah, from the
Yeah, I remember
song
the first
Tainted
thing back
Love.
is looking.
And what they would do is it always happened in this one dorm, and people
Mhm.
would open up their rooms. And I think that year what they did was they had different rooms set up for different sins.
Yeah.
So at one point I was just feeling so not into the party that I went into the lust room and just watched gay porn. I was like, yeah, whatever.
I was
I
gonna
don't want
say,
to deal
honey,
with
do we
these
have a new
people.
activity to do? I was gonna say, honey, do we have a new activity to do together?
I'm like,
Books.
I mean, that's college, you know, like sometimes you get together with your friends and you watch porn and like critique the porn in some kind of weird academic way.
Lorenzo says, my mom showed me the club she worked at back in the day. I had my first drink there, then I dipped because I did not want to be there, and for good reason, too. I downed 3 entire shots of vodka that night. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
ouch.
I was gonna say, I used to have a bartending, sort of a bartending license,
I did not know
and
this.
which, hilarious in hindsight because, now I'm stone cold sober. But, the, but, Um, there was a drink. I looked for video game inspired cocktails because that was what I did. That was, I wanted to test my mixology skills, but also I wanted to, do something different. She worked there. My family scares me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Lorenzo. Um, but yeah, so there was my go-to drink if I needed something that I could drink that could, you know, get me nice and loosened up in a couple, but also be, taste good, was called Girardi. Now, if you've ever played Team Fortress 2, you know what Girardi is. But
My
Girardi,
nephew played Team Fortress 2.
yeah.
Sometimes he'd make me
So
watch, but I don't remember Girardi, so.
Girardi is a special item that the sniper has, and it's basically it's a bottle of it's a mason jar filled with piss, and
uh,
now Monster Mama, you may have to correct me on this one because I don't quite remember what it does, but it does damage, and I think it slows down the enemy you throw it at. Be in a jar, yeah. I drink like once in a 10th blue moon, and even that's very rare. Rare soda's my vice. My mom's a gamer. She forced me to watch Doom. Oh boy, the movie or like the 1993 game. Girardi. It's a jar of pee, and so so I made that a few times. I forget what was in it, but it was a mixed drink, and it was very good. And the way to consume it is in a mason jar.
of
and
course.
that was when I really got into putting drinks into mason jars. Now I leave it to like my special ginger mint lemonade in a mason jar. That's the only thing I put in there now. 72% done, honey.
Oh dear.
We're gonna make it.
I'm just gonna continue with the walls.
Yeah, the walls are hard.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I got a new
Walls.
follower out of it, and Lorenzo's very, very cool.
Oh,
My mom
Lorenzo,
recently
you're
told
pretty
me she
cool.
now owns said club. Oh boy. Damage and debuffs, that's what Girardi does. I knew it did damage. It did like, X points of damage over X amount of time. I just don't remember what the debuffs were. Mom recently told me she now owns said club. Well, good for her. Hey, owning your own business, that's hard. That's hard stuff. And it all counts, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What is the weirdest? I mean, I'm sure easily the weirdest job I had was when I taught sex ed. That there are some interesting things that happen when you teach sex ed, and it's not
Yeah.
abstinence based.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a cool person. They don't call me da boss for nothing. Well, it's nice to have you here, Lorenzo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in. So I guess I should properly introduce myself. My name is Panda and you are tuned into Twitch 44, your good time Twitch station. We play all kinds of stuff here. We are going to be a lot of strategy games, a fair bit of power wash, some action games, some horror games, and we are going to. And tomorrow, we are going to be playing Frostpunk 2, which is a city builder and elements of grand strategy in there as well. So yeah, it's a sequel to Frostpunk, a game that I have streamed many times on this channel, and I've
And on
put
my
out
channel.
yeah, and an Aspen's channel. I kind of insisted on it, and that it's one of the it's one of my I regret it, but at the same time I'm glad that she was a good sport about it.
How can you regret it when oh wait, did
Lorenzo
somebody
Boss 2000
Oh,
Bear
just followed.
Army
hi Lorenzo.
Bears.
Thank you for following me as well.
Bear Army, yes, and
Yeah.
we're gonna since you're new here, we're gonna put this to bed right now, so there's no questions. Aspen and I are a couple,
Yes.
so
And
we've been seeing each other for what 3 months? For what 3-4 months now?
it's just over 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he asked me out after making me play Frostpunk. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, and I am Aspen Dracaena, Ice Dragon Bookwyrm VTuber. I stream for my publishing company, which is we publish a lot of fantasy, sci-fi, horror, but also some like regular literature as well. I'm also an author, and I have an award-winning novel, and I've been published in some award-winning and best-selling anthologies as well. And I'm also I also have a master's degree in clinical psychology.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's nutshell me. But I'm
Also a
also,
novelist.
huh?
I'm sorry. Lorenzo said in my chat his aunt's also a novelist.
Nice.
Pretty. Yeah, we like it. We like literary stuff here. Anyway,
Yeah.
continue, Aspen. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I am both an arty kind of nerd and a science kind of nerd. And I work at my day job is a doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not working as a counselor right now because counseling is licensed by state in the United States. And if you move to a different state, you have to often take more classes and, you know, just you have to kind of do some things over again to get licensed. And it's kind of frustrating. Like, I understand why, which it's mostly because different states have different laws around mental health stuff. And at the same time, it's like, well, a whole lot of it is all the same. But they'll want you to take certain classes again anyway because certain states have they have different requirements that they come up with. So, yeah. I am not currently working as a therapist right now, and I'm okay with that. I think there are a lot of therapists who are burnt out after COVID. And that means because I didn't do it, I'm fresh and ready to start and take over where my colleagues who are worn out have needed to take a break. I will
So
say
yeah.
this. I will say
Mhm.
this. I would say right now, if somebody doesn't at least have adjustment disorder after the whole pandemic, I would be shocked.
Mhm.
Because that was a lot to go through as humanity. That was a lot to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. And for what it's worth, I was 7,000 miles away during the pandemic. I was living in Japan at the time, and better yet, I had the wonderful responsibility of moving house during the pandemic. I moved from Okayama Prefecture to Gifu Prefecture, and that was interesting. At least no one was on the roads, but oh, I'm gonna take this there.
It's
There
amazing
we go.
how life just puts you in positions where you really have to figure out stuff about yourself and what you can
Mm-hmm.
handle and
Hmm.
what you can't. You
Yeah,
know, and I feel like that's kind of, especially these past 5 years, I think we're all kind of dealing with a lot of that right now.
yeah, exactly. The stuff she makes is something I don't want to be caught reading. Uh-oh.
You see, I usually write horror comedy or a little bit of like fantasy. I like to kind of play on folklore a lot and stuff that like is not as often explored. Like, I mean, all the Disney stuff catches all the Grims and stuff like that, but I like to look at like some of the, I guess, stories and creatures that from way back when that would probably be more like, cryptids now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the yokai in Japanese folklore, or things like kelpies in, you know, Celtic folklore, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. I think it's a little more interesting and it's not explored as much.
Yeah.
Although yokai are definitely very much explored in Japanese um, films and anime and stuff.
Yeah, yokai are fun.
Yeah. I love the ones where they're like an inanimate object that has been around for like 100 years and then it becomes animate.
Yeah,
Like,
like it evolved.
yeah, yeah. Like, something interesting happened there. Like, we don't have things like that so much in Western culture. Why is it so prevalent in Eastern culture?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Mushishi, honey?
I love Mushishi. That is one of my
Oh, honey.
favorite animes. I love it so much.
See, my favorite part about Mushishi isn't so much that about the stories themselves, but it's like these Mushishi are not evil forces of nature. They're just there. And they
Mm-hmm.
just so happen to interact with the world in ways that are harmful to humans. But it's not their fault. Back in high school, I used to make short stories based on cryptids and sold them for $10 in my old town. You
Oh,
may be
nice.
asking, why so expensive? No comment. Hey, it's just good business. To quote Cutler Beckett, it's just good business.
Right, right. Or, you know what? It's kind of like, have you heard the story about the kid who wrote a book? He loved going to the library, and so he wrote his own book and just put it on one of the shelves in the library. And somebody found it out, and it is one of the most popular books that gets checked out of that library. There's like a waiting list now because everybody
Yeah,
wants to read the book this kid wrote.
yeah,
I think that's such a I love that so much. It's kind of inspiring to think a
yeah.
kid's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna write a book and put it in the library. There we go.
I just want to write a book. No better reason to write. I just want to write a book. There's no incense to be had left to be had
Oh.
in my room, in the air in my room.
Well, next time you come visit me, I'll see what I could do about the incense I have, because I know I have some good stuff somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll have to find it. I don't use it very often, but there's this one kind that I would get.
Mm-hmm.
It smells. It's it's supposed to be kind of like, I forget what it's called, but it is a Japanese incense, and
Oh,
it
okay.
just has this really nice kind of. It smells almost like ocean air. It just
Yeah.
smells very clean and really really pleasant, and it's
Yeah.
not very strong or cloying at all. It's just
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm still writing books, by the way. I have a new one coming out in about a month. Good. Good. Good for
Nice.
you.
Yeah, I just got to do some developmental edits on a book for an author we've published before, and
Mm-hmm.
her writing is so good. Like, it's just it's amazing how good a writer she is. She's one of the ones I actually interviewed on
Mm-hmm.
stream before. That's Emily Wynn,
Mm-hmm.
and I love her writing because, like, she has a lot of inspiration from like, you know, the Elric Michael
Mm.
Moorcock books and stuff like that. So it's very like adventuresome, but the main
Yeah.
character is not a guy. It's a trans woman priestess.
Hmm.
And so it's just such a neat kind of different perspective. Whereas, you know, traditionally most of these stories would be written about like some, you know, big buff guy. Not that
Yeah.
there's anything wrong with that. I love those stories too.
Oh, there's
But it's
so many
kind
of them.
of, but yeah, there's a lot of them. And this just gives us a different kind of slant to it that I really appreciate and enjoy quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Yeah.
Um, you know, working where I do in the art college, it's really exposed me to, a lot of it's really exposed me to people, to different people and stuff like that. When you have a 70 to 80% LGBTQ plus student body, you know, you think you're exposed to it by having that one gay friend or that one friend who just so happens to be bi or something like that. It's like, no, like I've got like there are a lot of people who there's a lot of people there who really kind of opened my eyes. The like I have to like I've been as considerate as I can be. I'm asking people what their pronouns are, and how they're doing. One of our student interns actually basically poured their life story out to me. Uh, poured their his life story out to me. I apologize about their experiences. As a trans person. And I'm like, wow, it's one of those I had no idea moments and stuff like that. Um, I'm thankful because I wouldn't have known otherwise. And I do, and if I don't ask, there's a lot of people who I don't know, so I have to ask their pronouns, and if I don't do that right away, I actually feel a little embarrassed that I didn't.
Right, right. And the way how I see it, like for me, um, both my brothers call me by a nickname that I hate being called. And they
Mm-hmm.
persist in doing it even though I ask them not to. And at times they have asked me to stop calling them certain nicknames, and I did.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I wanted to treat them with respect. They're my family.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do that to me. So to me, it's like, if somebody wants to be addressed a certain way, yeah, I'm going to address them that way because I don't like being called something that I don't like being called, you know? What it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
hurt me to, you know, at the very least, call people what they prefer to be called. It's
exactly,
not hard.
exactly. You
Oh
know,
my gosh, we're
it's
92% on this. That's crazy.
yeah, and you know what? It's a basic respect thing. You
Yeah,
know,
it
like
is.
like one of my teaching jobs, I worked with a lot of international students, a lot of ESL students, things like that, and I was, during commencement, I was reading their names and stuff like that. But before that, I said to them, "How do you say this? How do you say this?" And I
Right.
asked them afterwards, "Did I get your name right? Did I pronounce your name right?" And they're like, "You made more of an effort than anybody I've ever talked to about this." So it's
Right.
like, um, a lot of times they guess right. A lot of times I guess right first time, and they're like, "Dude, how'd you do that?"
Right. Right.
I chalk it up to my years of watching hockey and reading a lot of Eastern European names, being familiar with Eastern European names. I have a funny story about that. Um, so I was a junior in high school, and one of the people that I worked with in pairs that day had a Polish last name. If you know anything about Polish last names, they can trip anyone up.
Right.
And so I'm like, it's like, yep, yep, yep. She's like, do you want me to write your? She's like, do you want me to write my name on the paper for us? I'm like, no, I got it. I aced it, and I aced her name, aced spelling her name, and she's sitting there, mouth agape, like, how did you do that? So it's like, so yeah, little did she know that one of the members at the golf course I worked at had a Polish last name with a very similar spelling. So, so I'm like, so I told her that, but what I should have done just to keep the mystery going, or just to have a little bit of swag, is just give her a little wink.
Yeah, I'm not always great at pronouncing certain types of names, but like
Yeah,
Japanese names, I can spell them.
yeah,
And what you need to know is you need to know the syllables.
yes.
Cuz it's not about the letters, it's about the syllables
Yes,
essentially.
Japanese is a very phonetic language like that.
Right. Right. And as long as you know how it works in terms of the syllables, you're gold. Like it's a lot easier than it looks.
I was gonna say, where do you stand on like the OH versus OU debate on for Japanese names?
Oh, that's difficult. Like like OU, cuz
Oh, like
like
the
the
name
stream,
Sato.
right, or the streamer Shoto,
Yeah,
because sometimes people spell it SHOTO, and sometimes they spell it SHOUTO.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much that added U
Hmm.
really adds to the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Showed, sh- yeah. And the thing is, because of my particular accent, sometimes it sounds like I'm adding a U after an O anyway. So to me, it
Yeah,
doesn't seem very
yeah,
different. That's just how I speak. But
yeah, exactly.
but yeah, hmm, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much it adds to the... there we go.
Yeah, how much does it really add to, you know, I've seen it go both ways. Um, so one of the first, so my main thing for Japan, oh, let's see. Lorenzo says, I've only been to Japan once. It was for the premiere of Shin Godzilla. Ooh, lucky.
Ooh,
I was
cool.
going to go for the premiere of Godzilla -1, but my theater was packed. Ooh. So, well, you're in good company here, Lorenzo, because Digi is a very big Godzilla fan. Um, so, for me, one of my primary methods of Japanese culture consumption was through baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And so, now, unlike in Korea and Taiwan, where they use the where they use the local script, in Japan they use English letters. They use you know, English script on the back of people's jerseys. So one of the players that I latched onto early on was a guy not by the name of Kazumi Saito for the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks. Now, they spelled his name with an OH at the end, and ever since then, that's how I've spelled names like that. I've always spelled it OH. You know, if it was Sato, SATOH instead of SATOU. You know.
Oh, shoot. There's a little spot here somewhere, and Ugh. This auto knit spinning wheel is awful.
We're almost there, honey. We're at 96%.
You can come take care of the rest. I can't find the spot. I
Okay.
keep, like, going over it, and then it's gone.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a break from that. Here.
Kind of done my Spider-Man thing going across the top, you know?
Yeah, I was looking at you doing that, and it looked like you were floating on air.
Yeah.
I'm the one with wings.
Have you seen the positions that red pandas can get themselves into?
You know, I would not be surprised if they did some pretty weird stuff. They're like the roly-poly of
Yeah.
mammals.
Yeah. And the floopity ears. That's what I love the most.
Yeah, they're really cute. And when they
There's
stand up and their arms are in the air and their bellies are showing, it's like, I'm scary. I'm like, no, you're not.
I'm scary. Yeah, rawr. I'm the scariest thing in all the jungle. And they're like, no, you're. As far as intimidation tactics go, that is the least effective thing I think I've ever seen. They walk funny.
Everything about them is hilarious.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And
red pandas walk funny.
and you kind of want them for pets because they're just
Oh yeah.
they're so them, you know?
Oh yeah. All I can say is like when they run and their ears start floopiting, going floopity bloop.
You're being strangely cute right now.
I
What
get
is
this
going
way about
on?
red pandas. I get this way about red pandas.
Why
This very
is my
important.
boyfriend being so cute right now? I can't deal with this.
There's the light novel name. Why is my boyfriend being so cute right now?
Yep.
Ah!
It would be very much a slice of life romance anime. Like Wotakoi.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
it'd be
well,
like that one. I actually really liked Wotakoi.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh God,
There's a
that's actually pretty much us.
yeah.
Just a couple of nerds. Just a
Oh,
couple of
98%.
nerds.
98%.
Yep.
So this job has officially taken us more than an hour to do.
Ugh, how dare. Ooh.
Are you gonna make the I mean vicious arguments again?
Mean. So
Oh,
mean.
the thing about red pandas is that they're about as threatening as the Snuggles bear.
True.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say about red pandas. They're about as threatening as the Snuggles bear.
I'm amazed we got this far. This
Mhm.
room was a mess. It was horrifying.
Oh yeah. Like what the hell? It exploded in here.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna climb down. Oh, there's still stuff to... Ugh. Okay, here. Is there a... Wait, did I see that? Oh, no, that's a... Oh, there's a painting over here.
I exploded in that
There's
room.
a
Wait a
pretty
minute.
painting. Oh, my.
Very pretty painting.
Did you see the pretty painting?
Which one?
The one over here.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's super
I cleaned that pretty
pretty.
early on.
It's pretty.
Yeah, I cleaned that pretty early on.
Yeah. I just saw what you said in chat, Lorenzo. It's okay.
No judging here.
We'll pretend we didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
We understand discretion. Ah, yay. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Talk about iconic theme songs, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's such a good theme song.
Basement door frame. Door frame. There you go.
I think this thing is going to be the bane of our existence here.
Yeah, the Nidomatic.
Yeah. The auto dry body.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. One down. I'm just using the red thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, how can I get up there? Without the ladder.
I have the ladder.
Oh, turn on flywheel. Let's see.
Wow, how... What?
How do I turn this? You can.
Oh, wait a moment. I have thoughts.
You have thoughts.
I have thoughts, and now I'm stuck in barrels. Hang on.
Alright, alright, what do we need here? Oh shit. The auto dry body is the one big thing we need to get.
Yeah, and that's gonna be difficult. I just found some... Okay.
Basement wall rim.
Can I not?
It would kind of make sense. The only other thing I can think of that would be in this DLC would be the rocket.
Yeah, true.
In the middle of the movie right now, for a kids movie, Feathers is menacing. He's silent, so that makes it worse. Oh my god. But Feathers is Feathers is a fun villain. Where'd you put the wallet? Yeah, where'd you put the ladder?
It's against the wall near the stairs.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a need for it, and I think I know what I can do with it.
you can take and then you can bring it up.
Exactly. Bring it up from there.
Ooh, let me follow you, and then
And the two of us can attack the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Auto, dry, clean sheep duct.
Do 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 do.
Got it.
Ooh, nice.
There we go. This will take care of a lot of
So
it.
wait, did you just jump up there?
Yeah. I just jumped up out of the pipe.
Uh,
There's the body. The body.
Jump.
Mr. Body.
It's not letting me jump. I am not good at jumping sometimes in games. Okay. Jump.
There we go. That's the big one right there. That was the one that I got. What do we need here?
May I jump on that?
All right, what's needed here? Basement painting.
Ah, there we go. Basement painting.
Yeah, I got everything that was up here. Oh, wait a minute.
Including. Wait. You got the wall too.
The plaque. I am going to kick your ass, plaque.
What about the other side of this, though? Like the side that we can't get from here.
Gotcha.
I think we got it. Oh, plah! Good thing I didn't fall in the middle of that.
Drawing board lights.
What if I go in here and I get sucked up
basement,
there?
There's the basement painting. Can you clean behind the painting?
Behind the painting.
Yeah, check the painting.
Yeah. Here, let's see. It's the wall behind the painting? Wait, hang on. Oh, yeah. I see. It says there's a lot of stuff. But I don't... Can we move it?
I see it. I got it.
Oh, you got it down there.
For the most part. There it is. That was the one that needed the most love. Okay.
Okay. What else are we doing here?
99% drawing board lights.
Alright. So... Drawing board light, Nidomatic control chair. Oh, we've got a few things. Basement door handle. That's easy enough. I'm good at door handles. I shall handle the door handle. See. There we go. Basement door handle. We've got a lot of 99%. Basement walls, yeah. 12 of 13.
There we go. Ding, ding.
Wall lights.
Chair needs a little TLC here.
Basement walls. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Drawing board lights. Snoozatron. Arm glove.
Ah, I see. I see.
Oh, I see something here. basement wall upper extrusion.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, come on.
I think there's a
Be
light.
kind. Got it. Auto knit wool spinner.
Okay. Oh, you're on the little knitter thing, huh?
Yeah,
The
yes.
thing that was giving
Drawing
me
board
trouble.
stool.
So, do you think we should start a business cleaning buildings?
I think we should.
I think
If
we
we can
do a
get
pretty good
clients like Wallace
job.
and Gromit, that would be great.
Yeah, we could charge them thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. Rain pipe drain. Which one would that be?
Oh,
Oh, the two of us would probably be sitting there, you know, and they'd be like, these two dummies are quoting Clue all day.
I am your singing telegram. 1 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 1. Drawing
Basement
board light
release.
and dye barrels. Dye barrels. Okay, well, I know where the barrels are. I think. If it's talking about these big old barrels. Dye barrel. Dye barrel.
There we go.
That one's
That's
not
what we need.
done.
Oh, I didn't approach that straight on. What? The two of us can attack the thing. Nothing's as romantic like cleaning the crud off an eccentric London man's inventions. I'm shouting, I'm shouting, I'm... Shout.
Okay. Let's see.
I love how Tim Curry just completely owns the last 20 or so minutes of Clue.
Yeah, it really is. It really is Tim Curry at his best.
Yeah.
Especially because he starts off in the movie, he's so kind of
straight-laced.
Yeah. And then it just is, as the movie goes on, he just becomes more and more off the wall and let's see. Blue barrel, tell me of your ways.
That like 4 times.
Yeah, this dye barrel is
Drawing board
really
light.
killing me.
Snoozatron
barrel.
arm
Okay.
glove.
Maybe I need to look from
Where's
underneath.
the Snoozatron?
Wait. Yep, it's all underneath.
Where's the Snoozatron?
That's the Snoozatron.
The arm glove is what needs the most attention. Got it.
There we go. Got all the dye barrels. Let's see. What else do we need to do?
Basement floor. There we go. Snoozatron arm glove, Snoozatron start lever.
Crates. I'm feeling like the Grinch right now when he kind of crawls around everything.
We're just like the Mounties. We always get our man. Mrs. Peacock is the man?
I love the third ending, and Mr. Green's all, I'm gonna go home and have sex with my wife.
My wife.
There we go. I got the crates. There's so many shelves. I'm going after whatever is easiest looking. Shelves. Where are the shelves? Shelf.
Trying to get all the shelves as best I can, and
Shelves. Shelves. Okay,
Houses.
wait.
Schematic table. I thought I got this.
Shelves.
Apparently not.
Did you get the shelf part for me?
Which one?
The shelf.
Yeah, I just got
Oh,
the
you
shelf.
just did it. I was gonna do the shelf. This is when we have our arguments. I wanted to do it.
Oh, but honey, I wanted to. But honey, I know you were struggling with it.
No, I didn't give it. I didn't even give it yet.
Mm.
Oh no. Oh no. We're
Oh,
arguing. Although
You're
this is us
tiredly
arguing, this is
tiredly
pretty
arguing.
lame arguing.
I think the worst thing I've ever done to you is totally on accident.
Yeah, it was completely on accident, and you're forgiven. We won't give much detail on that.
Yeah, exactly. Auto knit flywheel stand.
So I should tell you something that I found that I forgot I had.
Oh, what'd you find?
I found so there are these funny, I don't know if I told, maybe I did tell you about these. There are
Which
these
one?
pads of paper that you can get,
Mm-hmm.
and they have like these checkoff lists that
Yeah.
you can use to tell people stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I have two of them. One is a paper tantrum. It
Yeah.
says, on the paper tantrum pad, it says, I am a responsible adult, but even grown-ups need to vent sometimes. Lucky for you, I'm too proud to scream and throw stuff in public. So it has a checklist. It says, right now I'm feeling a bit cranky, stabby, judgy, pooped, frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious, misunderstood, and then there's a blank spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then this may be due to headache, tummy ache, hunger, thirst, hormones, poor sleep, work, love, and then a blank spot.
Yeah.
Then a part that says, oh yeah, and it has just some blank lines that you could fill in. And it says, I'd appreciate it if you could. And then it has a selection of things. Stroke my hair, just listen, feed me, get me a bottle, go away, and then a blank spot. And on the bottom it says, thank you for your attention to this matter. So that's the paper tantrum.
I was gonna say you haven't. I was gonna say no, you didn't tell me that one.
Yes. The other one is a much bigger pad of paper. It's like at least twice the size or more of the paper tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a fill-in list called What I Love About You Today.
No.
So it has a list. It says, just gotta say, I'm kind of in love with your blank today. I'm excited to blank you today. I love to make you blank today. You made me laugh today when you blank. I loved your advice on blank today. I couldn't have blanked today without you. I love how I'm saying blanked, and it's like, this could be a very dirty
This is
thing.
really, really suggestive.
Yes. I could, today I loved blank with you. Because of you, the world is blank today. I love how you make every day feel blank. I'd love to blank you tomorrow. That one especially. And then it says, today you get the award for the best listener, cook, kisser, cheerleader, superhero parent, partner, ninja, singer, dancer, pinch hitter, errand runner, comic relief, gossip, innovator, advisor, and then a blank spot. And then the bottom, it says, and furthermore, and it has, you can just write in whatever. And then on the very, very bottom in small print, it says, we'll see about tomorrow. I'll have to fill that out for you sometime.
No.
I'm hoping we won't have to do the paper tantrum all that much.
Everybody needs
Oh,
to.
I have a
Everybody
raid. Hi, raiders. Hi, Evie.
Evie Silkers just
Evie.
traded with 3 viewers.
I hope you all are doing fine. We are just having fun being obnoxiously cute and working on Wallace and Gromit, the Wallace and Gromit levels in PowerWash Simulator. I'm Aspen Dracaena, Ice Dragon Bookwyrm VTuber, and I'm streaming with Panda Hero, who is also my boyfriend. So yes, we're obnoxiously cute. At least I don't know if we're that obnoxious. We could be
I don't know,
worse.
obnoxious. We haven't really been that obnoxious. We've done IR, we've done hand streams and stuff like that. Every reason in the world to get all over each other, and we didn't do it.
No, yeah, I think we have, as a couple, we do have some like ability to. Ooh, I found a spot. There we go.
Yay.
We do have the ability to hold back when, in public.
Mm-hmm.
Or in public
In public,
spaces,
in public, and sometimes in private too, because
Yeah.
we aren't like, it isn't like when we get home and it's just the two of us. It's like, and we're all over each other. Then it's like, and,
Yeah.
it's like, have I done have I done some stuff for Aspen in the past? Yeah, absolutely. It's like, I was there for I was with her because we don't live together, not yet. Um, we I had dinner on the table for her for Valentine's Day, and I felt like
Yeah, that was really sweet.
stuff like that. And and when she came in the door, my first thought was not, oh goody, she's here. Oh goody, she's here. It's like, it was, oh goody, she's here, but it wasn't like, okay, time to get horizontal. No, it was like, I, oh dear, okay, she's home. Oh dear God, I hope she likes this dinner.
Yeah. I think we're cute in a very wholesome way.
Mm.
You know. At least we try. I think, at least publicly we we hug each other a
Lorenzo,
lot.
that's so sad, but also really, really sweet. And he says, when I was around maybe 10, had this nurse who looked after me, definitely did not have a crush on her. She gave me a copy of her Wallace and Gromit stuff. I got hooked, but around high school, her family informed me she'd passed away. So I keep those Wallace and Gromit things on a related shelf to remember her. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's very sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is a little bitter. It is a little bittersweet, but it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you're remembering her in a very healthy way.
That's like me with my those wooden gaitas that I have from my dad.
Yeah.
So I have these wooden gaitas. I think I might have told this on stream before, but so my father had cancer. He died when I was pretty young. He was pretty young. He's actually the age that Panda is now, and which gives you some perspective. But yeah, before he and Human Mother got married, they had gone to Japan, and he bought these like pink and red lacquered gaita, and he told Human Mother that he bought those as a gift for his future daughter. And I still have them to this day. I didn't even exist then, and I still have them to this day. And I even wore them when they fit me.
No.
So yeah, I think when you have things like that are special, it's worth holding on to, and it's really worth it to appreciate the things that you have that you can use to remember the people you love that matter. So I think it's these basement wall upper extrusions.
I'm up there.
Oh, you're there. Knit-O-Matic
Yep, I'm up there, honey.
control vent. But, you know, like, there's so
Got it.
few things in life that we have that are, you know, it's a drain pipe drain. Control vent. That, you know, help us remember good things. Even if it's sad to remember them, it's still good to remember them, too. I think it's important to hold on to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, while the cute and touching thing is going on, I need someone to explain to me the abomination of the door at the top of the stairs. Oh, you mean with the corner cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a very weird door.
Hell, she'd even signed her name on it, so I know it's the real thing. And I'm watching the new movie today, since today would have been her 39th birthday. Oh. Very sweet of you, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that for my earlier statement, I was totally lying. I had such a crush on her. I'm pretty sure she knew. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, the number.
Vent.
Where is this silly thing?
Control vent. What is a control vent anyway?
All right, let me see if I can get a better vantage point up here.
That's not a vent. It doesn't look like a vent.
Knit-O-Matic control vents.
That's the shaving arm housing. It's a plaque. Okay. Here, I'm going to turn off the Knit-O-Matic.
Yeah, maybe that'll do something. Shaving arms? Me constantly giving her things every time I visited her wouldn't have been a hint, right? Right?
I remember babysitting a little boy once, and he was really into Spider-Man, and he was like, hey, do you know who Spider-Man is? I'm like, yeah, I know Spider-Man. He was like, really? And I said, yeah, but do you know what his real life name is? Like that, you know, when he's not being Spider-Man? And he was like, no. And I said, it's Peter Parker. And he's like, wow. And then he looked at me and then looked away and then looked at me again and said, you're my favorite. I mean, one of my most favorite people in the whole world. It was the cutest thing. I was just like, oh my gosh, this kid.
It's on the left side of the fault machine.
Left?
Fault machine?
Where's the fault machine? I don't even know. Wait, I can turn something on.
The vent on the fault machine. What's the... Oh, the vent here. Oh, this little thing. Oh
there
my
we
God.
go. There we go.
Wow. Holy smokes.
Wow. Wow, we did it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If that's not it for the Wallace and Gromit DLC, I'll be a little stunned.
Techno trousers, manual.
And there is another one. Wallace and Gromit's vehicles. Well,
Wuthering Whites? I'm looking at these books over here.
Okay.
Wallace's Knit-O-Matic. Wow, it has everything.
Okay, time for us to find someone.
Yes.
Find someone to raid because it's 4 hours. It's 11:30.
Oh, I have work tomorrow.
So do I. Let's see.
Okay,
There's
let's
Kevin. Let me see.
Okay.
We got a few. We got Kevin. We got Winter Rain.
We can simultaneously raid out.
Winter. Okay.
Let's see.
Raid let me see. ND is streaming.
You did say you wanted to raid Spooky Cat, Kevin.
Yeah, I did want to raid Spooky Cat Kevin, but just so he doesn't forget me. But also, I want to support the smaller streamers. So let's raid
Yeah.
Winter.
Let's raid Winter. Winter's
Okay.
cool people. And if people have watched Eevee, they'll know
Yep.
Winter too.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
so
keeping the raid train going.
little simul raid.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you everybody thank you for everybody who came by tonight. It was a longer stream, but I think it makes up for my crappy stream on Monday. Tomorrow will be Frostpunk 2. So,
Yeah. And I will be
So-
doing the usual Final Fantasy 14 Friday. And
Yes.
Eevee just played out Ice Dragon raiding, Ice Dragon raiding, Ice Dragon raid train. So yes, that makes sense.
exactly.
Okay.
So the antenna is powering down. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming tonight. We are off the air and raiding Winter Rain in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good night, everybody. I'm going to switch real quick to... What? Ending screen? Yeah. Oh, no, Mac. Well, at least you got to say hi. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.